What's up, guys? We are back here. I believe this is episode 6 of the Let's Play series. 100% free to play, and we got some huge news to talk about. So there's an update happening in a few hours. The server is going down for weekly maintenance, and they're doing some changes. And these are really, really good changes for free to play players specifically. So the biggest one is that the land prices are going down. So we're estimating that the small land price is now going to cost 200 BSLT instead of 300 BSLT. So that's a very, very big change. That saves us 100 BSLT. And we touched about this earlier in the series of like, the goal is to get land, because after that you're, essentially a paying player at that point. And so if the price went down, which we kind of hinted at that it would probably happen, because they are doing system changes and adjusting things and tweaking balances. Actually, let's cancel that because we have to do the daily contracts, and this is going to be, obtain XP. So we would have just wasted this 8,000 XP right there. Oh, and again, we should have also re-rolled. This is medium rank. Okay, well, we're just going to stop at medium rank and not do anything. Let's see, what's the other one got? Supply Everstone. That's a really good one. It's super simple. It's 1 gold. Cool. Alright, cool. So we're going to do those. We're going to get this done quickly and talk about the update. So yeah, so land is going down. It's getting cheaper. So it's only going to cost 200 BSLT. I'm curious if this means that more people will gobble up all the land and the land will be like completely taken. That is a thought that might happen, because even at 300 BSLT, renting from XL Games, like if you were smart about it and realized what you can get out of the land, the labor pots, the Archeum, you actually make money out of renting a 300 BSLT land. So at 200, you're making even more money right now. Of course, with that being said, with more people doing and making Archeum bundles and making labor potions, the prices of those items will actually go down in theory. So we'll see if the labor pots decrease in value and if the Archeum bundles decrease in value because there's more houses out there. So that is a real threat to the economy. We didn't get any actual new gameplay stuff, so there's nothing new. It's just system changes. The other change is the gear durability. So this is a really, really, really good one for free-to-play players. It's 1/4 gear durability now. So instead of like losing 1% when you die, you're technically going to lose 0.25%. They didn't specifically say if it's on deaths, but it was on like attacks. So we don't know if it's translation issues or deaths are also going to be factored into that. Hopefully it's everything. Hopefully everything is 1/4 reduction. But it shows you that they are actually, taking feedback, and, people said the gear durability sucks and that it needs to be changed, needs to be fixed. So they're taking the feedback and they're adjusting things relatively quickly. So this is, 1 week. I think we need 2 of those. Yep, 2 of those. And this is a quick turnaround time for that. There was a couple other changes as well in the update. I can't recall them off the top of my head right now. So let's just keep going on. And did we already finish? We're almost done with our EXP quests, because the green quest gives a ton. So 8,000. So like that alone is almost going to get us to our completion. Oh yeah, there was another change. They are going to drop more of the cores. So the Archeum cores, the main ingredient needed for crafting the upgrade scrolls, are going to drop more frequently now. They said it is like the increased drop rate out of like a haunted chest. But again, there's no haunted chest, so I think it's a translation error, because the game is an Asian-based game. It is a Korean-based company, and their main language is Korean. So this is an Asian server, but it has English patches available. It has 5 different languages available, so that's why we can play on it and not be like, huh, what's going on? We can't read anything. So it's kind of like a global server in that sense. Once I said, we're going to go do these quests. We're going to do generally all the quests here to gain EXP. maybe we might start actually rushing more of the green quests to get our level up, so then we can start getting our BSLT. Oh yeah, there was another big change that happened. So this is not directly for a free-to-play player, but there's a going to be a small ARC pass. So an ARC pass that only costs 50 BSLT to activate, and then when you complete it, there's supposed to be a really nice reward. So it's something for like the people that have a small amount of BSLT to get them some nice little gifts. And I do like this system a lot because it forces like a bot to put some money in and to stake it, and then if they do get banned, then they lose that money. So I do really like that system. I do like the ARC Pass staking kind of system where you have some BSLT, you stake it in the game, and then at the end of the pass, once you've completed all the missions, you get all that BSLT back. Like, I do like that. We do also have to go and collect our crops, but first I want to get this experience done. And I think there might be a teleport spawn over here as well. If not, we're gonna progress a little bit further and get the next checkpoint, which is at the town up here. So that way we have an easy teleport spot back, because we're gonna go crop harvesting. And how many crops do we have? So yeah, so we've gotten 32 and 32. We're getting really close to actually being able to sell the skin for 1 BSLT. It does not show. Can you not even see items if you're under 30? Okay, yeah, so it's 0.03 and we have 32 of them, so that is very, very close to 1 BSLT right there. And so this is just for what, 4 days of crop harvesting? So very, very important, get your public farming spot. We have kill 5 of these guys. Actually less than 5, so we gotta kill them and then we gotta get their materials, and that guy just dropped 2, so that's cool. So he dropped 2 also. Okay, so that should be done. Yeah, so excited to see what the next change happens. It definitely looks really, really good for free-to-play. We just got a new skill set available, so you open up K to get your skills, and you can see now we have access to the 3rd skill tree. So once again, this is not optimal. This is just picking some skills that I think may be good. We're only going to have access really to the top 4 skills in the beginning because these all cost money. These all cost money. So we only have access to the top 4 skills, so we have to think about the first 2 passives that we can get, and this is why this is our main tree. So all the money that we do get, we're going to end up trying to put into Skewer, and then we're going to end up getting the rest of these skills so we can unlock this ability. We need 6 points. So the first dollar that we get, the first BSLT, we're getting Skewer. Skewer is really, really strong. It's like how you AoE farm as a healer. And then the next one will probably get, Mend, because we might not be that high enough level. We'll need level 30 for Vitalism or Resurgence. So one of these 2, probably Resurgence, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so we need to get to 6 points so we get this, and then we increase our damage output significantly. Everything else is just a supporting class right now that doesn't really matter too much. Maybe this one to get decreased cast time and increased attack speed. I think there's one that gives... So this one gives some received damage healing. Songcraft gives nothing. Yep, so that's the witch one. Or is witch the same as that one? Oh, okay. So they have the same. They have cast speed. And witch has also the same. So I'll say witch is better. So decrease cast speed, all skills 4%. And increase attack speed by plus 20. So if we wanted just the cast speed reduction, we would go witch. We do a bit of fear. We also get a fear too, so that would be good in PvP. Although we don't really PvP much. Sorcery, what does sorcery have? Increase max mana by 35%. That is a nice passive to have. More mana as a healer. This only works on sorceries. And then you also get a shield. So sorcery might not be a bad skill to take. Let's go ahead and take this just for max mana mainly. Why is it not letting us take it? It's broken. Maybe we can't take it on our mount. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we have 1 point. We're going to take the shield. It's incredibly powerful. So this gives us a shield. It's going to absorb 237 damage. The insulated lens explodes into ice shards when broken, snaring all enemies with a 6-meter radius. Hey. So the shield's on for 30 seconds. It's so weird. We don't have a glider yet, so I always want to like double tap to like glide, but we don't have a glider. Hey, okay, so here is actually a checkpoint. And so you know that because it has the recall location.
With Bot's guidance.
So anywhere that has those recall locations, the books, I think they're called memory tomes. Yeah. So memory tomes, anywhere it's got this, that means you can teleport back to this area. So we should have enough EXP now to finish that. So we did that. So now we're going to go and recall back and get our crops. And then we're just going to log off at our farming area, plant the crops again, and then when we log back on next time, we're going to be able to harvest again. So we're maximizing our resources. We're not wasting any extra hereafter stones, because if we went back and then we teleported back and then went back and teleported back, like you always want, your resources are very valuable. That's the problem with a lot of people. They spend things too freely. As a free-to-play player trying to make like money in this game, you have to be very careful with the resources that you have. Of course, you're going to make mistakes. Like that's a given. But you want to be as smart as possible with all the resources that you have. And that's why also, like, if you really want to play a lot in this game, you're like, well, Jason, you're only playing, 30 minutes a day. I want to play 5 hours a day. Well, if that's the case, then you should, and you're doing it a free-to-play and you're trying to make money out of the game, your best bet right now, in my opinion, is to make 5 accounts and to do each of the daily quests every single day, log off, and then do the next one, and then do the next one, and then do the next one, and then do the next one. And then just repeat the whole process of doing 5 accounts and doing the same thing over and over again. It's not as fun as playing one account nonstop for, 5 hours a day. But you're going to hurt yourself in the long run, because when you level up, these daily quests are going to be a lot harder to do. So once you level up, once we get a little bit higher, this quest right here will always require you to use some gatherables. It will require logs or stone or skin. And you're not going to be able to really get them unless you plant them and have the public planting area. And most likely, you're not going to have the resources they want, because there's like 3 or 4 resources. So like right now, we're just building flowers, and so we just have a skin. But most likely, we're going to end up selling our skin so that we can actually get our first BSLT. So yeah, like even if they ask for logs or whatever, we may have to juggle, like, is it worth it to give them our logs, or should we keep saving our logs up for BSLT? You have to make these choices. You have to do some number crunching, you have to do math, and you have to factor out, like, okay, what do I need more? So right now, the most thing we need as a free-to-play player is we need BSLT. And then after tomorrow, we're probably going to need to get to 50 BSLT, like, ASAP, like, to get the new Arc Pass. So, alright guys, that's it for today. That is episode 6. Thanks for watching. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one.